So I have a question about this coming holiday. and so my mom's 75th birthday is this weekend. It's right after Thanksgiving. And so she was overwhelmed with having Thanksgiving at her house. So I had offered to have it so that she didn't have to do all the prep work for her birthday and everything. So we were going to celebrate her birthday, like after Thanksgiving dinner. We were going to do cake and, a little worship night. And I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, and they're all very full of advice and how we should do things.
Hold on. You're the youngest of 5?
Yes. Yep.
And how old are you?
I'm 45.
45. Okay. And so, wow, your mom had a bunch of kids early. So, you said they have a lot of advice to give to people?
Always, yes. To me and to each other.
Oh, wait a minute. To you or to the universe?
Oh, all of the above. They're just all extroverts, and it's always very loud and overwhelming. And so, I've been working on, my own character defects a lot, so I don't want to throw too many stones, but
hold on, you went out on me a little bit. Did you move farther away from the phone or something? You were
here. Let me do this. I was on speakerphone.
That's better. So. That's better. Okay. That's better.
So I'm working on my own character defects, so I don't want to throw anybody else under the bus or throw, too many stones. So, all right. So I offered to do Thanksgiving, and then I didn't tell my husband because he's the easiest going guy in the world, so I figured it was no big deal. And he
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop. You offered to do Thanksgiving at your house with your extended family, and you didn't tell your husband?
Yes. But that's because he's super easygoing. I mean, he knows. I mean, he knows my family, and he's great. He loves my family. And so we're always more involved with my family than his. So he's like, wait a minute, we can't do that. And I said, why? And he said, because your sister's coming, and I'm going to there's nowhere to escape to. Our house is too small. And she's really intense to the point of, I know, it's to the point of, she's really consumed with the vaccines and the COVID and the politics and the religion. We're a very, I don't want to say religious family. I love the Lord, and we've been raised in it our whole lives, very, very much. Yeah. But she was kind of the one who did her own thing and didn't really follow the Lord. And then she came back and had this moment, and now she feels like we're all going to hell because we're not as passionate and doing it the way she does it.
Oh, and so now you're a zealot.
She kind of, yeah. And so she's constantly telling us that if we're not doing things this way, then we're going to go to hell. And it's really stressful for me because I'm a people pleaser, and I love her, and I've prayed for her for years, but now it's like, now I feel judged constantly. So it's really intense when it gets in the family situation.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at your situation. I'm just laughing at the
it's funny.
Is it in life? It's like we got what we prayed for, and now it's sometimes it's kind of like you'll see. I've seen this in alcoholic families where they long for somebody to get sober, and they finally get sober, and they're way more difficult as a sober person.
Right. It's like, here, you want a drink? Yeah. No, Right. No,
anyway,
I totally get
certainly
it.
You want her to come to faith, but now, and you see this a lot of times in recent converts. It's kind of a syndrome. You see it in people that are all of a sudden decide to get healthy. You see it in people that quit smoking.
Absolutely.
You see it,
whatever they're passionate about.
They're going to be zealots. So anyway, what's the question?
Yeah. So I sent out, I thought I solved the problem. I sent out a preemptive strike text to the whole family saying, listen, can we just be really intentional about just being together as a family and not talking about, politics, religion, vaccines for just a day? Can we just set it aside? We all know the news. We all have our opinion. Can we just be intentional about being together? Because we couldn't last year with COVID. So I got a text back from her saying how angry she was. Like, frankly, if you can't talk about it with your family, who can you talk about it with? and this it's affecting their lives.
Stop. I just want people to hear this. I want people to hear this. If you can't talk about it with your family, who can you talk about it with? You can talk about it with people who respect each other's opinions. Our family doesn't do that, but that's
Right.
who we can talk about it with, to answer your question. Anyway, go ahead. So she said, read her whole. What was her whole response?
Well, basically that, and so they're not going to come. So they're just gonna have it themselves. And
wait. She said, if you can't talk about it with your family, who can you talk about it? So we're not going to come?
Yes, because she doesn't want to walk on eggshells about what she can and cannot discuss. And so I was like, okay,
great.
I mean, that stinks, but I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but
actually, it doesn't
I'm kind of in
stink.
between rock and a hard place.
Actually, it doesn't stink at all. It's not going to stink because she's not going to come do that.
I won't see I won't see my niece, and I won't see her, and I love her. But right. I respect that. If I respect your decision, is how I said it. I respect your decision. I love you. I wish you guys would come, but I respect that. So my husband's all relieved, and we're gonna do Thanksgiving and then my mom's birthday, and then the next day, my mom's husband called me and said, "Your mom really wants all the kids together for her 75th birthday. Can you plan a party over the weekend?" I'm like, "You're killing me right now. You're killing me." So of course I can, because it's her 75th birthday, and you're the nicest man on the planet because you put up with our whole family, and we are so naturally dysfunctional. It's ridiculous. So of course,
okay. So
I'll plan a party for you.
Problem solved. You got Thanksgiving without your sister. No politics.
But now we have a birthday party.
And now you have a birthday party, and it's your mom's birthday party, and your mom wants all of her kids there, right?
So I get to plan a second party, and
so what's the problem?
Now now my husband's like, "Well, I'm not going because I'm going to end up sitting next to one of them, and I'm going to have to hear it all night, and I'm not going." And he goes, "Or you're going to get beat up verbally, like you're going to feel like you're going to hell by the time the night's over." And he's like, "That takes."
Well, is that true?
It's an oh my gosh, it's like an emotional hangover for like it used to be a couple of weeks or more. I would just be like, "God, I just feel so terrible about myself." Now it's not so bad because I kind of know what's coming.
Okay, because I'm talking to you now. Look, we're hold on. We're preparing for this, right? You know your sister's going to come in and say you're going to hell.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we already know that. So wait a minute. Well, hold on. So you're already experiencing it.
Yes.
So you know this.
Yes.
Yes. Do you feel terrible right now?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I
feel terrible about the relation. I feel terrible about our relationship. I feel terrible because I don't want to just be like, I don't want to treat her like she's crazy, but at the same time, I feel like she's
What do you mean treat her like she's crazy?
Well, like, I feel like because she comes at people with her information, and it's always so intense, and she'll dominate a conversation for a half hour, 45 minutes on somebody about why they have to see it her way, that it's just so
she'll
intense.
Dominate somebody who sits there and participates and lets her dominate.
So how do you put an end to that? That's my question. How do you put an end if you're the one caught?
Okay, you be her. You be her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay. I want to take you to this conference in January because you are sick with your thyroid disease, and I believe that's because that you have a spiritual condition that you have not addressed, and you need to go to this conference with me because you're not healed yet, and you need to go get things right with God. Because if you got things right with God, then your body will be healed.
Okay, I really appreciate your concern. Let me make something kind of clear here, so we both have the same understanding. I'm taking care of my thyroid and other issues and my spiritual life and all that in the ways that I see fit with a group of advisors. And so I'm not really looking for advice right now. on any of those things, and I don't want any. I'd like for us to talk about anything else except advice for me. I don't want it, and I hope you can respect that. If you can't, then I hate it. But if you can't, I'll have to end the conversation. And I really want to talk to you. I just don't want to talk about those things.
Well, I just feel like you're not taking this very seriously, and I'm concerned about your soul because if
Okay,
you
stop,
won't look at
stop,
this,
stop. I'm going to give you more, one more warning. I gave you one, and you just did it again. The next time you start to talk about me and give me advice and tell me what to do or whatever, I will end the conversation and I will go talk to somebody else. It's your choice. Can you accept that?
well, fine, I guess I can, but I'm just really concerned about you because I just feel like
Okay, I'm sorry.
you're not
Sorry.
making.
Stop. You did it again. I'm done. I'm gonna go talk to Aunt Jekyll and Hyde over there because at least that's two people. I can switch back and forth, and you're one. That's kind of driving me. I'm kidding, but I'm done. I'm done. Okay. If you know what, I'll give it a half hour. In a half hour, if you can come and not do that, I'll be glad to try again. But I'm gone. Can you walk away?
I love her so much, and I don't want to discount her path or anything else, but I have actual serious concerns about her path. And then when she tries to project that hers is the only right way onto me, it's even more frustrating because then it almost seems delusional. Like it almost seems like she might be mentally ill.
Sarah, she might be. You asked me a question about what to do at this party. You can approach her on a different occasion and say, you know what, I'm worried about you. I find that you can't not talk about certain things, or I find these other areas of life. I'd like to maybe help you get some or whatever. That's a separate problem. But what happens is exactly what you just said. You know, people set limits and then they flip in, but she's so this and so that and so that. That's fine. It doesn't keep you
Right.
from dealing or not dealing with those issues. I'm just trying to preserve what is not going to help. And
Right.
it's not going to help to sit there and listen to her advice. Who's that going to help?
No, it's not going to help me for sure, or anybody else after me
Well,
because
don't do it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Set
I
another
mean,
boundary.
well,
I mean, I'm
or you can let her talk for 30 minutes.
no, I can't. I can't.
It's
I
your
mean,
choice.
no, I literally, I can't. I mean,
It's what?
I feel like I cannot handle it. I can't handle it. Like it's become too intense, and she just repeats the same information
Okay, well
about, you know.
then do what I said.
Okay. All right.
And call me back. Because she's
I
probably
hope I
gonna
don't
get
get
it
this old.
from what you described, she's probably gonna say, well then I don't even want to be here and leave. Which she can do.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
Or
It
she
is
might not
possible.
talk to me for a while. Yeah.
Well, that's what you've been asking for anyway.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, I really
I'm
want a
just
relationship with
kidding.
her.
Look,
I love her.
yeah, but
It's just
where
always
you're
about my defects.
and you can try to have the conversation with her at another
Hmm.
time about, I'm concerned about you. I'd like for you, and here's some options, like get some help or whatever. So anyway, got to go talk to some other people, but I'm really glad you called because you have brought up an issue that a lot of people can identify with. So thank you for your call.